At 2 p.m. on March 27, 2026, police responded to a collision on a quiet residential road in Jupiter Island, Florida. A Land Rover was attempting to pass a pressure cleaner truck on a two-lane road at a high rate of speed. As the driver swerved to avoid oncoming traffic, the vehicle clipped the back end of the truck's trailer. The SUV slid across the pavement and rolled onto its driver's side. Shortly after, the driver managed to crawl out of the passenger side window without any reported injuries. The driver was 50-year-old golf legend Tiger Woods. When Martin County Sheriff's deputies arrived to conduct their on-scene assessment, they noted that Woods appeared lethargic and was exhibiting clear signs of impaired behavior. He was asked to perform multiple field sobriety tests. He failed them and was immediately placed under arrest for driving under the influence. Take a look at this digital readout representing the breathalyzer administered at the scene. Despite his visibly impaired behavior, Woods blew a 0.00% blood alcohol content. This presents an immediate forensic contradiction. If alcohol was completely absent from his system, we have to look elsewhere to explain what caused a high-speed rollover by a driver who could barely stay awake. Based on their evaluations at the crash site, the Martin County Sheriff's Office stated their primary theory: the impairment was likely caused by some type of medication or drug rather than alcohol. However, confirming that theory legally hit a roadblock. After being transported to the station, Woods refused to submit to a lawful chemical urine test, meaning the exact substance in his system remains unconfirmed by a lab. But the police report notes a specific detail from their interaction at the scene. During the encounter, Woods explicitly referenced his prior surgeries to the deputies. To understand the scale of those surgeries, we can look at this anatomical model of Woods' recent trauma. In September 2025, just months before the crash, he underwent his 7th back surgery to address ongoing spinal issues. Earlier that same year, he also suffered a ruptured Achilles tendon, an injury that took him off the course for the entire season. And all of this sits on top of the massive structural damage he sustained in a 2021 car crash, which required a complete surgical reconstruction of his lower right leg. Zooming in on that leg, the stabilization process involved inserting a titanium rod directly into the tibia, along with multiple surgical pins and screws placed throughout his foot and ankle. The impairment observed by deputies points away from recreational drinking and toward the heavy pharmacological burden required to manage a chronically broken and repeatedly surgically repaired body. This timeline charts Woods' major vehicular incidents over the last 2 decades. The 2026 Jupiter crash is his 4th high-profile collision. If we look closely at the data point from 2017, we see the exact same forensic anomaly we saw today. Police found him asleep at the wheel of a running, damaged car in a traffic lane, and a breathalyzer test returned a 0.00% BAC. Woods later pleaded guilty to reckless driving for that 2017 incident, stating publicly that his condition was the result of an unexpected reaction to a mix of prescription painkillers. Tracing the timeline back to its origin brings us to November 2009, when he drove his Cadillac Escalade into a fire hydrant and a tree outside his Orlando home in the middle of the night. Then there is the 2021 crash near Los Angeles, a devastating rollover event where authorities determined he was driving up to 87 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone before leaving the roadway. The Jupiter Island arrest serves as the 4th major data point in an accelerating 2-decade sequence of off-course vehicular incidents. For the March 2026 crash, Woods has been officially charged with misdemeanor DUI, property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test. Under Florida law, individuals arrested for a DUI must be held for a minimum of 8 hours. Woods spent that time isolated from the general population at the Martin County Jail before being released on bail. The crash happened at a critical moment in the golf calendar. This is the entrance to Augusta National, where Woods was scheduled to appear just days later, and where his playing status for the upcoming Masters tournament was already uncertain. Beyond the Masters, the incident disrupts a looming soft deadline for a highly anticipated international leadership role. This is the Ryder Cup Trophy, a competition where the PGA of America was waiting on his decision to become the 2027 U.S. captain. Over a quarter-century, Tiger Woods used unmatched determination to build a legacy that includes 15 major championships and 82 PGA Tour wins. The severe physical toll required to construct and extend that legacy continues to extract a highly public and dangerous price off the course.